What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to Season 5, Episode 25, Hit the Books, the podcast all about sports betting. The best bets you should be taking in everything surrounding sports here. This week, we're back. The NHL is back here starting today. Are games happening today?
Yeah.
Yeah, games are happening today while we're recording this. The Winter Olympics have wrapped up, and we have some talk on that. The NBA, we have our power rankings here for that. And into the MLB, we have some World Baseball Classic news, getting into that and seeing what happens as that is coming up here in just about a week. But let's jump into this week's episode and introduce my co-hosts with me here this week, Huff and Mackie. Mackie, why don't you start us off? What do you got for us?
Yeah, obviously we had a huge game on Sunday between U.S. and Canada. We were all waiting for that, so definitely going to dive into that a little. It's nice to see NHL back, though. Other than that, March Madness, obviously, right around the corner. We're looking forward to that. Conference tournaments is this weekend and then next week, and then your that following week is just all conference tournaments, and then leading into Selection Sunday. So, looking forward to that, and yeah, it's got a lot to gamble on in the next few weeks.
Heck yeah, it's going to be a good one. We are excited. March Madness talk coming here in just about a week or two. Selection Sunday on the 15th, I believe, of March. So, Huff, what do you got for us? Let's lead it off here into our episode.
Yeah, like Mackie said, obviously a big win for Team USA on Sunday. That's obviously the hot topic right now, especially in the hockey world. Like we said, hockey back the Wednesday night. Penguins back on Thursday. Tough look for them with Sid going to be missing a couple of weeks with that injury from the Olympics, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But other than that, a lot going on in the sports world. Like Mackie said, college basketball, conference tournaments are right around the corner. That's one of my favorite times of year, so I'm looking forward to it.
Heck yeah, we got a good little bit of stuff here this week. But let's start out in the NHL before we get to the Winter Olympics. We have our power rankings coming back into the NHL after the break here. Coming in at number 5, the Minnesota Wild. Number 4, the Dallas Stars. Number 3, the Carolina Hurricanes. Number 2, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And number 1, the Colorado Avalanche. What do you guys think about these power rankings here this week?
Mackie?
Yeah, I think they've been pretty
it's hard to say. Obviously, we're coming off a break, so these
Long
are more,
break.
going forward. I don't think
days.
we've had a list in 2.5 weeks, but I mean, some of these teams, Carolina, the way that they ended right before the break. Obviously, my Penguins, they're losing Crosby. Like I said, we'll get into that, but a couple of these teams, but I think a solid top 5. I think they're, Colorado, Light, Tampa Bay, and Carolina have been, I think, our top 3 for most of the year. So I'm not shocked to see them, still sitting there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's basically been consistent. Sorry, Jesse.
No, good.
Basically been consistent throughout the season. Obviously, Stars, Avs 1 and 2. Avs have been sliding a little, but obviously they're still the best team in the league, so you're not really going to downgrade them. But the Wild, you said the Carolina Hurricanes. I know the Red Wings have peaked in there once or twice. So, yeah, obviously getting towards the end of the season, so you're going to really get a grasp of who those top 5 teams are.
Heck yeah, boys. NHL starting up here again on Wednesday. Games continuing here through the playoffs here. Those starting. When do playoffs start?
For what?
End of April?
End of April.
End of April.
Rocky, yeah.
Yeah, mid to end.
Alrighty, we're coming up on that quick. Jeez. Alrighty, let's keep it going here. The 2026 Winter Olympics is officially wrapped up, and exactly 46 years after the Miracle on Ice Lake Placid Games, the U.S. men's hockey team brought home another Olympic gold medal. Team USA defeated Canada 2-1 in overtime on Sunday to secure the 3rd gold medal in American history at the Olympics as well. The women's veteran defenseman Megan Keller scored the golden goal in 3-on-3 overtime Thursday as the United States women's hockey team also won gold by beating Canada 2-1 in overtime. The U.S. has been one of the most successful women's ice hockey teams in international play, having medaled in every major tournament, both teams winning the gold medal in overtime. What are your guys' thoughts here on this year's Olympics?
Obviously a major W for the U.S., beating Canada in both women's and men's. The women's, going into the championship game, I think they're like minus 500, which is ridiculous, but pre-tournament, I think they were still favorites, which it's nice to see them win. Obviously, best goalie probably in the world, and a solid core to put the puck in the net as well. But I mean, there's there's not enough to say about this men's team. I mean, the way that they came out and played HitTheBook, talk about one game solidifying an entire career. It's like that right there, it eliminates all of his playoff performances in the NHL.
Yeah.
So, just big time players making big time plays. Obviously, Jack Hughes, the man of it all, finishes it at the end. But Huff, what do you think? Just an incredible game, incredible performance by all of them.
The whole time I was watching that game, especially when it went to overtime, it just had that feel that, we couldn't do anything on Canada. It was a 1-1 game in overtime. Canada it felt like dominating the second and third period. And then you get to overtime, you hear it's 3-on-3, and they have McDavid, McKinnon, and all the speed that they brought into that tournament. Obviously, they were missing Crosby in that final game. He ended up not going, but you hear it's 3-on-3, and all the advantages immediately go to Canada. And I just felt the whole time like this is one of those games where Canada, we're not going to be able to get the puck out of the zone. If we get one rush and get one good look,
Yeah.
that could squeak in, and there's your game winner. And it's exactly how it happened. Werenski, that extra effort to get that puck across to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes buries it. That was obviously an awesome game winner. The all-time Selly, all-time picture with him without the teeth and the flag, but. A hell of a game too. It definitely delivered. Everyone kind of all for the past month was let's just get USA Canada. Let's just get USA Canada. We not only got USA Canada, we got arguably one of the best hockey games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's up there for one of the best hockey games of all time, with obviously the best players in the world as well. That's another thing. Canada was going on and on about 3-on-3 isn't real hockey. You have the three best players in the world on the ice at the same time, and you still lost the game. So, they have no excuse on that end.
They didn't have a problem with it when they won the Four Nations with it.
Right. Yeah. And it obviously benefits them. It doesn't benefit the U.S.
Yeah, it's a clear advantage to Canada. Anytime you can throw McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr out there.
At the same time,
immediate
on the ice, and the ice is wide open. It's 3-on-3. I mean, you have the three best players in the world, in my opinion, on your team, and this doesn't go your way, and that shit happens.
Fun to watch. The Olympics were great this year on the hockey side.
Did the Four Nations end in overtime? I swore, didn't it? That was an overtime winner for McDavid.
Yeah, it was.
Was it 3-on-3?
It might have been 4-on-4.
McDavid overtime.
I
don't think it was 3-on-3.
Let's see. I'm really watching a video of it right now. I'll report back.
Just counting the guys on the ice.
No, it's 5-on-5.
Is it?
Wow.
And at the end of the day, I do kind of see
5-on-5 in this overtime.
I do kind of see Canada's side because they were completely dominating that game. U.S. wasn't getting many chances. Obviously, you're going to get a chance or two if you get the puck in 3-on-3. So
yeah, you're going to
see that side for sure. But you can't make an excuse.
All right, I apologize. It was not 3-on-3 last year. Suck it. We won. I don't give a shit. I'm not apologizing.
Yeah.
Very
fun to watch. Very fun game. Boys look good. The boys had a lot of fun. It's fun to watch. But we got one poor thing, at least for us Penguins fans here out of the Olympics. Sidney Crosby will be out at least 4 weeks for the Pittsburgh Penguins because of a lower body injury. The 38-year-old center sustained the injury in the second period of Team Canada's 4-3 overtime win against Team Chechnya on February 18th in the quarterfinals at the Olympic Winter Games. Crosby missed a 3-2 win against Team Finland in the semifinals, and then the 2-1 overtime loss to the United States in the gold medal game on Sunday. What are your thoughts, Huff? Sit out 4 weeks.
Yeah, this is what I feared, that it was going to be a month. And, I guess it could be worse. It could have been a tear or somewhere in between, a strain and a tear, whatever they call it. But I don't know. He goes on the IR, so he's got to miss at least the 4 weeks. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be back then. I hope most of this is precautionary. Obviously, we have a very packed schedule, as most of the rest of the teams do. After just having a 2.5-week break, we have, I believe, 16 games in the next month. So basically playing like every other day at an every other day rate is kind of crazy, especially at this point of the NHL season. But coming off the break without your best player, you're going to have to get production from your lower line guys. They're bringing back up that Avery Hayes. The guy that came up and had a couple goals, if not, I think a hat trick in his first game. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then he went back down and kept lighting it up in the AHL. So he's had the hot hand lately. Hopefully that translates back to the big leagues. But a couple of the other moves, they just brought in Sam Girard from the Colorado Avalanche for Brett Kulak, a guy that was more of a rental from the Edmonton Oilers, who we got with Tristan Jarry. But I like what we have. Obviously, we got to get Crosby back, or not much of this is going to matter. But the core that they put around Crosby and Malkin and Carlson and Letang, I feel like is going to be able to sustain a couple of wins. They did well, bolstering their record, so they're sitting in second place in the Metro right now. I definitely don't think they're going to be able to sustain second place. The Islanders are right there, even the Blue Jackets right there. But I do think they'll be fine without Crosby. I'm not going to sit here and act like they'll still be the same team. But definitely want to get him back as soon as possible.
Mac, any thoughts?
No, not really. Huff just said it perfect.
All right. Well, this
hold your
next one's
ground.
for you. This next one's for you as we head into the last stretch of the season post Olympics. The draft lottery odds currently stand with Vancouver at 25.5%, St. Louis at 13.5%, the New York Rangers at 11.5%, and Calgary 9.5%, Winnipeg 8.5%. Mackie, do you think we could see Gavin McKenna land in the Big Apple?
The Islanders stole it last year.
Yeah, the Islanders stole it last year. In 2020, the Rangers stole it.
You guys stealing it like that?
It looks like the NHL loves to market those bigger teams. I don't know if it's rigged or not, honestly, but Chicago getting
those big markets always conveniently suck when the big guys come up.
Conveniently get those nice picks. So yeah, I mean, obviously it'd be sick. Obviously, I would love Gavin McKenna, but the way the Rangers' luck has been going recently,
Isn't he from Vancouver?
Oh, I don't know where he's from.
I think he's from Canada, that part of Canada. Yeah, I could be wrong on that, or that side of Canada, or something. He used to play travel hockey in Vancouver, or something like that. I heard
he's from Whitehorse,
which is like the middle of nowhere. He said.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Literally middle of nowhere. I guess you can say it's near Vancouver.
Yeah.
Is it like British Columbia or is it like Alberta?
No, it's Northwest Territories. It's on the same side of the country as
Vancouver,
but it's northern than all the countries we're used to, or all the provinces in Canada, like British Columbia, Alberta, that we know. It's above that in what's called the Northwest Territories.
Yeah, but that'd be cool. Far. Obviously, I'd love to have Gavin McKenna, but just keep tanking. Our odds, I think we have third best odds right now, so let's get to one.
Tank for McKenna.
Still a lottery ball, but yeah, definitely helps having a better chance.
Yeah, but obviously best odds.
Alrighty, boys, that's all we got in the NHL here. Let's jump over to the NBA here. We have power rankings here for this week. Coming in at number 5, the New York Knicks. Number 4, the Boston Celtics. Number 3, the San Antonio Spurs. Number 2, the Detroit Pistons. And number 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder. What are your guys' thoughts on our power rankings here?
I've been low-key getting locked in on the NBA. I've been kind of slacking to this point of the NBA season. Right hand up, not going to lie there. But now the football's over, now that we're post-Super Bowl, I'm officially dipping my toes into the NBA and getting my official opinion on some of these teams. I've been, keeping my eye out there and following things as I always do, but this is usually the time of the year where I really lock in and start watching some basketball. I have the Spurs -7 tonight. They're in an absolute barn burner against the Raptors. It's been back and forth all night. Every time I check this box score, they're back up 6 with 3 minutes left. I'm scared to check. Every time I check, it's like a 1-point game, so I'm just going to let that one go. But yeah, obviously these power rankings, Thunder have been there all year. The Spurs, the Pistons have been awesome, even though the Spurs just beat them head-to-head the other night in Detroit. That was a big win. And then Celtics and Knicks right there. Mackie, anything to say for your Knicks?
I think they need to be better. Obviously, they're not in a bad spot, but, terrible performance against Detroit. They're not good enough on the road, honestly.
A team on the outside of this list looking in my opinion, is probably Cleveland, who's been very good since getting Harden.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a team to worry about, but I think they're good enough. I think the Knicks are good enough to do what they want to do. I just think it's a matter of putting every piece together. I think Cat
Yeah.
has to be very good. I think obviously McCall is a huge. You get what you get out of Josh Hart. You get what you get out of OG. You need a guy like McCall who has games where he shoots 0 for 10, and
What are the Knicks? What are the Knicks odds right now to win the finals?
I don't know. I think they were like
They're
plus
probably third or second in the East behind Cleveland and Detroit.
the top 4 seeds in the East are all like plus 350 or right around
They're all
there.
like the same odds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Knicks are plus 400 to win the East.
What's
Yeah.
Cleveland?
that's dropped because
Plus
they were at
300.
350.
Plus 300.
Yes.
I just missed on Gonzaga by a half a point.
What are the Spurs to win the West?
Spurs to win the West
You say
are plus
550?
550.
Wow, dude, do I know ball?
Like that.
What's OKC? I mean, they can't.
Minus 120.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'll take the field.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I
I
think
would.
there's crazy value in just like taking San Antonio and taking OKC. Like, who else winning the? I mean, I guess Denver could, but
Yeah. That's who you're. That'd be the one team you're worried about. Yeah, but I'm very excited for the NBA playoffs. I've been starting to catch up a little bit and watch a lot more basketball. But Detroit's been fun to watch. I watched them play the Spurs the other night. I forget who I was watching them. They were playing Oklahoma City tonight. I was just watching that before we started. They're beating Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's not at their best right now, but yeah, another big win for those Pistons. We're looking like it at least.
yeah. Well, I mean, OKC is very injured as well, but
Yeah. Jesus Christ! Now they're back only up 2.
all right, what's next? I hate the NBA until playoffs.
Alrighty, lots of good stuff out of the NBA there. Let's jump over to the MLB here. The World Baseball Classic, the 2026 World Baseball Classic is set to be the 6th edition of the premier international baseball tournament featuring 20 national teams competing from March 5th to March 17th. Defending champions Japan will look to repeat their 2023 success, while powerhouses like the USA, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico aim to dethrone them. The tournament kicks off with pool play in 4 global venues, followed by knockout rounds in Houston and Miami, accumulating in all the championship rounds at Lone Depot Park in Miami. I have the odds here for the outright winner. You guys want to hear them?
Yeah.
USA is favored at minus 105.
Mm.
Japan's at plus 350. Dominican Republic at plus 425. And Venezuela plus 900.
There's teams in like Japan and like Miami. They're like literally all over the world, right?
Yeah, let me look up where the venues are.
No way that they have games in Japan and Miami.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Puerto Rico, Houston, Tokyo, Miami.
Yeah.
It's like all the Pool A games are in Puerto Rico, all the Pool B games are in Houston, all the Pool C games are in Tokyo, all the Pool D games are in Miami, and then they all meet up in Houston and Miami, and then they all meet up in Miami.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Or
kind of
then the
like
last
World
two teams meet
Cup,
up in Miami.
even though the World Cup stays in basically
Yeah.
the U.S.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, L.A. and New York.
And then
New York
did you
City
hear
are
about
basically-
Scooble? What he's doing? So
No.
he wanted to play on this team, but he's on a contract year. So I don't know if it's his agent or whoever told him probably like, hey, this isn't a good look if you go out there and get hurt in a contract year playing in the World Baseball Classic.
like Edwin Diaz.
So he is doing it, but he's only pitching one game against Great Britain
So he just
Just
wants like
like-
a medal if they win.
just to be on the team. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear the pools?
The what?
Like
I'm
the different
assuming-
pools?
Are they
Yeah,
splitting
yeah.
up Japan,
Yeah.
U.S. and
Who's
DR?
in the U.S.? That's mainly what I care about.
With the U.S. is Brazil, Great Britain, Italy, Mexico, and U.S.
So how many teams are in it?
15,
Damn.
20.
20, so
Damn.
it's 5 in each.
Yeah, 5 times 4.
We're minus 105 to win it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
We are
You were
minus
right.
700 to
I was
win our
looking at the
pool.
I was looking at the roster yesterday when I was at work. It is nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's gonna be
like
fun, I think. But spring
there's so many
training
guys
is.
that who's our roster?
Let's look it up.
Schwarber, Tucker, Skeens. Skubal for 2 innings.
Bednar, yeah, Keller,
Look at the team. It's nasty.
Skeens,
They're-
Kershaw,
Trey
Clevenger,
Turner.
Skubal.
Did you just
Bryce
say
Harper.
Clevenger?
Yeah, I'm just reading just names I
Like
recognize.
Clevenger is on the World Baseball Classic team?
No, there's no way.
Garrett Clevenger.
I don't know who that is, but that's funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mackie, I saw. I'll send you the roster whenever.
Obviously, like Judge too, right?
Yeah, Judge.
Judge Kyle's up
did
there.
Did you see the issue going on with the jerseys? The same thing that happened with the Olympic hockey jerseys.
No,
They
what?
haven't made so they just posted, or I guess put for sale, the Team USA, the World Baseball Classic jerseys that they're wearing. So I guess the official jersey on Fanatics is like $420 for a baseball jersey. That's team. All it says the USA on the front, and she says like Judge in the guy's number, number, name on the back, nothing special. And so it literally says whenever you're buying the World Baseball Classic jersey, this item will ship in April, and the World Baseball Classic's over by then. So they don't have and the same shit happened with the Olympic jerseys. I read something that was like Nike didn't make them, so now they're kind of like backlogging all like we
That's
didn't want to make
crazy.
all these jerseys and then them sit around. They lose that game, no one's gonna want the jerseys, so they kind of like bet against the USA in that aspect. Now they're saying the same shit. They're like sick. So I spent $400 on a Team USA baseball jersey. I don't even get it till fucking mid-April.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but weird. I would never spend. What did you say? $400?
$420 first off on a fucking baseball jersey.
It's mad.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Shit better be signed. Game worn, signed.
Maybe that's why they're not being shipped out till after the.
Yeah, they're probably just like, all right, let's see what fucking idiots will pay $420 for this, and then we'll just make them.
They don't have to make any extras.
Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Anything else to add before we get on out of here?
I think that's it. Pretty slow week. Obviously, like we said, the Olympics on Sunday, that was the big topic. We have the World Baseball Classic coming up, March Madness right around the corner. So lots to talk about in the coming weeks. But thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.